Hey guys, Kev here, and I have another package from Jared Neve. And it's a big one, but you know Jared, he likes to use these giant ass boxes and then put like 5 knives in them. He's a maniac, I'm telling you, he's a maniac. I need a knife. Oh my god, I need a knife. What am I gonna do? I've been using this fist knife lately, so let's use that. Very slicey. Very slicey. Gets around the edges really good. This is the production version. I have a custom as well. It's a great knife. It really is a great knife. Definitely one y'all need to check out. Here we go. Let's find out how much of Jared's recycling we're doing today. See, Jared Neve has not understood the concept of minimalizing your packaging. It's always a grocery bag full of fucking pouches in a giant box that is unnecessary. Come on, Jared. I mean, for Christ's sake. Alright. Shit, I didn't even mean to push all that. Alright. I'm joking when I'm not joking, you know? Just use, like what I use is priority envelopes, padded ones. They're free. And you can double them up and then tape the shit out of it. Yeah, I could easily fit all this in there. Just be one awkward box. Instead, you're using this shit, and you're probably paying way more than you should too. Use pirate shit, brother. All right, that's enough criticizing my friend. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate you sending this, brother. I'm just messing with you. Holy shit! I got a pile of fucking knives here. Lefty, it says. That's it. It just says Lefty. Fuck. Okay. I thought I was going to get some introductions, because I don't know what these are called. Holy shit. First off, I'm going to tell you right now, if this is a CMB knife, I'm excited, because I've been wanting to try one of them. If these are the two Megarons, I think they are. I'm excited to check those out. I think this is mine, so let's just see what's in here. Do I have the lights on? Yes, I do. Yeah, so this is my knife. This is the MBK sprocket. Fires out. This is a McGinnis design. It's a free dropper, drop shut, no effort needed. Really nice knife, dead centered, M390, great detent. I like the grind. It is a bit thick, but I think people think it's ugly. I actually think it's kind of good looking. I wouldn't have went with the speed holes, but I like the blade shape. It's got a recurve, so people don't like that. But I did do a review on this, I believe, so you can check that out. I really like this knife, actually. This is MBK's first knife with the OEM they currently use that kills it. So they're still up on the website, too. Go check out the sprocket, guys. That's my knife. All right, the rest of these are going to be loaners. So I need to get ready. I need to write a bunch of Jared Neves down on here because that's how I keep track, but I'll do that later. All right, Megaron's last, CMB last. So let's check out this knife first. It says Civivi on it. Let's see what's in here. Oh, he did give me notes. Oh, Jared. Oh, you so cute, Jared. Thank you. No, seriously, Jared, I really appreciate it because I would have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about. Look, he even has the pouch. Hey, look. And he didn't put 4 million of these in. He just put one silica gel pouch. Awesome. So this is the Tucson he wanted me to check out. The TS300. Okay, that's easy. TS300. This is the Tanto that everybody's talking about. So let me move my loaners over here down. Move this up. I just want to make sure I have room for everything here. All the loaners are in a row. Okay, so I got room for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're good. Okay, so let's get started. This is a Tanto. It's a Tucson. Of course, we all know they have no soul. 14C, 28N. Dead centered. I already can tell you I hate this knife. I'm just kidding. I hate that. We're dancing over here. ASMR, Jared. By the way, that was one of my favorite videos you ever did. I hate that so much. But obviously I could just flip it over, bend it, and it would probably be fine. It's very, I don't know, it's interesting. Let's pocket this thing. Yeah, it pops over. It's got that irritating clip. I hate when they have the nub on it. It's just a pointy nub, which means it's going to suck going in pocket. But anyway. Cool looking, sort of. Closed. It's kind of cyberpunky, sort of futuristic. Kind of ugly, honestly. Let's give her a flick. Apparently you can flick this left-handed. Yes, you can. So we have, like I said, cyberpunk. Holy cow. You have a hollow grind back here and a flat grind up here. Very thin, though, on both. This is really thin back here. Pretty thin up here, too. Damn. And not too thick to begin with. You have a frame lock, which is nice lock. Oh, damn, she dropped shut. Detent is a little soft. I mean, you saw that. It just kind of just flopped out. Yeah. So that means that was weird. It's almost like hydraulic how it locked up. Let's try it left-handed. It does drop shut because of that light detent, and I'm kind of locking it up. Ergonomics, you can hold it back here. It feels pretty good. You can hold it up here. Feels pretty good. Damn, Kev. Interesting. That lock bar is so mushy. It's like just slides right over. I know that's dumb, but at the same time, it's not. I don't know. It just doesn't feel amazing is what I'm saying. If I get down here, I'm sure, yeah, it fires out. So that's a good flick left-handed, obviously. Thumb flick, yeah, it works pretty well. I mean, overall, obviously, it's solid. You know. Detent ball ramp. Yep. Quality Tucson stuff here, but honestly, I liked this knife way more in picture and video than I do in person. I kind of hate it. I'm not going to lie. I kind of hate this knife right now. But I'm an asshole, and everybody knows that. So we'll see what happens. This is the Tucson TS300, I believe I said. And yeah, I mean, for sure. Once you start just flicking it and doing your thing, the action is solid. Locked it up. Let's get down here. There we go. Ergos, I mean, they're good. It's a good knife. It's a good knife. It's a good knife. It's a good knife, Kev. It's a good knife. I'm just being a dope. All right, that's the TS300. If I spend this much on every knife, we're going to be here all night. Oh, God, we got multiples. Fuck. Kizer Delorme. Ooh, I wanted to try that one. And the Tucson TS129. Yes, these are both ones I wanted to try. Jared, you spoil me, man. You spoil me. All right, so this is the Delorme from Kizer, which is obviously a Justin Lundquist design. Has that pattern. Did I send the Reverie back? I have it, but it's in the box. No, I think I sent it back. Did I? No. I still have it. I need to send it back to White Mountain Knives. Anyway, sorry. This is G10, but it feels really good. They did a great job with this G10, honestly. This clip is really nice. I'm digging that clip. You have this top flipper, obviously. Lundquist style. But it's a Warney, which really excites me about this knife. Oh, and it's big enough. Yeah, see this? He's starting to do knives that are big enough for my hand. I have a large glove-sized hand. This kind of gives me... What? No. This kind of gives me Baby Barlow vibes, which is what I pre-ordered from Urban AC Supply. This is a drop-shot knife. What the fuck? That's crazy, guys. Man, what is with the clickety clips up in here? That's 2 in a row. Top flipper's good. That lock bar is solid. Look at that thing. That is crazy looking. Because that's the blade, obviously, back there. But it's crazy. Great lockup. And it just drops. I mean, that's crazy. You get the... Oh, my God. I need one of these. Delorme. Yeah, I thought the Reverie was good. This is better than the Reverie. I mean, it drops shut and it does everything else the same. So, I mean, and it's got a cooler blade shape. I'd rather have the Warney for my labels and shit, right? And it doesn't have a Kizer rattle or anything. This thing is sick. Dude, I love this knife. No play at all either. 20, what? 20 CV too? Delorme. I'm guessing it's a Lundquist. Does it have his... Yep, Jerry Lundquist right there. Yeah, this is dope. This is a winner right here, guys. I don't know why they didn't make 100,000 of these. Oh, my goodness. I want a Delorme. It's a full-size baby Barlow, basically. Fuck. All right, cool. Kizer, really killing it. That's the Delorme. Then we have the TS-129 from Tucson. Everybody tells me to check out. Not joking. Literally everybody tells me to check this thing out. Carbon fiber. Hole for deployment. Kind of like a keyhole. Front flipper. I believe we're talking M390, but it could be 14C. Titanium frame lock, but probably with a weak detent. Yep, so I can do... No, I can't. That sucks. Cool blade shape. It's kind of sheep's footy, Warren Cliffy, sort of pelican-ish. It's kind of got a hawksbill, too, sort of. I love a hawksbill. M390. Oosh. Eesh. You hear that? I think this guy could use a cleaning. I mean, look at that. It's filthy. Your knife is filthy, Jared. Your knife is filthy. I'm just kidding. There's just some oil up there at the top. I don't really know what's going on inside. Thumb flick's great, left-handed. Now, one thing I want to point out, a right-handed frame lock front flipper is good for a lefty. Other than not having a clip to grab, you have no frame lock issues. You just grab the front flipper, you can put your finger wherever you want. Bang it out, right? Whereas as a righty, if I'm on that frame lock too much, I might lock it up and then, you know. So just saying. Now you could probably put your finger up here, flick it out. You could get down on the clip, flick it out. So you have options. You just can't go right here. Well, okay, you can go right there. Let's try up here. Yeah, so it works. That hurt a little bit. But I'm not really blown away by this closing action. This is kind of sad, honestly. I expected more out of this knife that everybody tells me about. Really shaking it close. You know? Now, it could be dirty. It really does look filthy as hell. So, it could just be that. I could probably take it apart and clean it and shit. Jared wouldn't care. So I may do that with this one just to see if it does anything, but we'll see. Ergonomically, it's pretty good back here. I'm holding it back here. Let me just sip my water. Sorry. My nose is so congested. It's brutal. That feels good. That feels pretty good. Yeah, so I get it. Pretty good edge on it. A little sticky edge. Probably a secondary edge, yeah. It's got to be a Jared edge on there. That's really sharp. I feel like this is one he really likes. A lot of people talk about this knife. And I get it. The hole is shaped in a way that kind of like really just gives you a good thumb purchase. It's a good flicker for the thumb. It's good for the reverse flick, too. I just kind of wish that closing action was a little better. Centering, dead on. Yeah, cool knife. TS-129. I see why people love it. Just kind of wish that closing action was a little more on the droppy side. But, you know, it is what it is. TS-129. That carbon fiber is gorgeous, by the way. All right. Let's check out this CMB John piece. If this is... Oh, no. Okay. So it's... I forgot. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Okay. This is not a CMB knife. This is a custom, or MG, I'm not sure which. Demco 8015. Now, you guys know I hated on the... damn, that centering's fucked up. You know I hated on the 8015 from Cold Steel, so I really wanted to try the custom version, or MG, or whatever, and I saw one in Jared's video. I was like, is that a Joker-themed 8015? Like, is that what I just saw, Jared? This is like a week ago. He's like, yeah, and I was like, let me check that bitch out. And he was like, all right. I was like, okay, cool. So he sent it, which is awesome. Now, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Pretty much as shitty as the Cold Steel. I mean, I definitely am having an easier time manipulating the strap. That was the biggest problem. The strap was like so hard for me to disengage like this with one finger or hand, you know, to do like manipulation like that. I would have to like just to disengage it. And I don't know if that was just the one I had or what, but this is like just, you know, it's good. But I will say, I still don't really like it. Sorry. That centering is for shit. I don't know if this is... Now, first off, I could easily thumb flick it. That's nice. Now, is there blade play? No, I don't really feel play. So I don't know if the pivot... I wanted to disengage the lock. I don't know if the pivot could be loose. I don't know. What size pivot is it? Let's do a little quality check here. I'm guessing it's not a T8. Oh. Is it? Oh, that doesn't seem right. Let's try... What's this? I got a T10 in here, so let's see. There we go. Tighten that down. Did that fix the centering? No. So what happens if I loosen it? Doesn't do anything. So I'm not really doing anything here. It's definitely sturdy now. Let's see. So now it's harder to disengage. So let's see. If I loosen it a little bit. Don't feel much. Oh, goodness. Okay. There we go. You see that action? That's what people are talking about with this knife. Now, the centering stayed the same. It didn't get worse. So, I can feel a little movement. You know? Still feel a little movement. It's pretty much gone now. Let's see how she drops now. Still pretty good. And that centering is the same. So that centering is some other issue. I don't know. It may have come that way, which would bug the shit out of me. But, you know, it's not my knife. So I'm not going to sit here and fuck with it. I don't think I can fix it either. So, anyway, we got it to where now it's going to strap lock off. Sorry, scorpion lock. And it drops a little better. Flings out great either way. Can I reverse flick it left-handed is the question. Yeah, I mean, I had to wrist it out there, but let's try it a little less wrist. See, the problem with the strap lock, which is the same problem with the shark lock here, I have a 80-20.5, is there's no detent. Right? There's no detent on this thing. You see it coming out and flopping back in. It's the same thing. It's just a little different. This has a strap that's holding it down. Once it gets past a certain point, if I pull this strap back, it should be sort of loosey-goosey, right? Much like if I pull this down. Now, the Shark Lock is sort of a improvement on this, so it's even better. Now, I do love this design. I just think it's a very unique looking knife. I think they're both unique. I think the Shark Lock is cool. I think it's innovative. Obviously I do after I stab everything. I have 2 of these, and I've had 2 80-20s. I'm trying to get another one. So I've never had a Cold Steel 8015 or a MG. I just am not that interested in it. To me, it doesn't have the same feeling. I can't reverse flick it easily. You see that? You have to push this blade, right? I have to push enough strength to push the lock back a little bit, then come all the way around and lock that in. And there's no detent. There's nothing to sort of guide you. So it's all your thumb muscle doing that, pushing it. So reverse flick, you need wrist to get it to do it. Whereas on the Shark Lock, you get a little bit of a spring, right? It'll give you a little bit of guidance along the way. And I also like the 20.5 because it's a smaller size than the 20. The 20 is more like this size of a knife, where add all that in, you need a lot more power to get that spring out. So anyway, excuse me. Not my favorite design, but definitely unique and something I wanted to check out. I wanted to check out and see if the custom was better than the Cold Steel version, and how much better, if it was better, right? It is better. I'll tell you that right now. It's much better. I can actually do it one-handed. You know, I couldn't do that before, but it's still not, to me, a great, design or anything. So anyway, that's the MG, I believe. I don't know if he has a custom. I guess it would be hollow grind if it was custom. So I'm guessing this is an MG. Like, you can see the washers. That's crazy. So this is a MG 20 8015. Sorry, pretty cool. Joker edition or whatever. Thank you, Jared. That was one I really wanted to check out. Okay. So this one is the Megaron Kaki in S90V, and look at that serial number. I hate that. Like, just, you're not gonna go the full mile, then don't even put serial number down. Like, that's dumb. What's this? Is this a budget knife or? Oh yes. Okay. Cool. I'm excited. So this is the Kaki. This is one I almost picked up from White Mountain Knives. Yes. Okay. So it's milled titanium handles, right? Milled clip, very tight. We'll have to see how that goes in pocket. Little bit of blade play in there. We could tighten that down, obviously. It's S90V. You have a dual grind, so compound grind. Up here, they're both flat grinds. This one is thicker than that one, basically. So, to me, that's kind of dumb. It reminds me of this knife, the Coke Tools KTC3 that I'm reviewing. Has a thicker grind back here than up here. They're both flat, so it's like, why? Just, to me, if you're going to do that, this makes more sense because you get that thicker grind all the way out to here, and then once you get closer to the tip, you get that thinner grind. On this knife, it's like just this little section. I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. But I'm not a fan of this knife at all, so it doesn't really matter. I've heard really good things about this knife. Great. What? Holy shish kebab. Centering. Looks dead on. That tip looks wonky as shit, though, doesn't it? Curious about this little bit of blade play if I get it out. See, Jared said, you can fuck with my knives all you want. Let me get another drink. And I'll blow my nose, too. Sorry, guys. Sure, everybody loved that. So, you're going to reap what you sow here, Jared. I'm just kidding. So I tightened that down. Centering is still pretty good. That tip might be over to the clip side, but technically the tip is centered. Whatever. Still comes out of there. Still drops. This thing is phenomenal. Dudes. Now, the only issue with it is it's obviously front flipper only. That's the only negative I can find on this knife right now. That action is incredible. The ergonomics are incredible, guys. That blade feels sharp as hell. Now, I don't need the thicker grind. I kind of wish it was this thinner grind all the way through. With that S90V, I guess it makes sense. They wanted it to be thicker so it doesn't chip or whatever. I don't know. Lockup is great. I mean, look at this. Drop shut. Now, damn. When I first reviewed Megaron, the first knife I reviewed was the Pagos, whatever. And I was pretty disappointed in that knife. I had issues. The inlay, the glue came out, the centering's jacked up, the clip is all wiggly. I mean, there was a lot of issues with it. But, man, if this was my first experience, I'd be all over Megaron, guys. This is excellent. I mean, seriously, this knife is near flawless for the... And it was like $180 or something like that. Crazy prices for this thing. Look at that milling, too. That new Civivi, Beacon. I swear they took the handle off of this knife and they took the blade off the Megaron Valona, and made a knife. Because that's literally what it looks like. Go Photoshop those two things together, and I swear you'll see the wee Deacon. But anyway, this is the Karaki. That's cool. And I want to get the other one out while we look at that one. I'm digging that. White Mountain had that too, and I did grab it. The wee Kyrix. Now, this is one I actually wanted to grab, but when I was looking, they only have it in a coated blade, which kind of sucks. Centering is dead on this one. Now, this one to me looks like a sort of larger Megaron version of a whippersnapper from Olamic. And I'm sure you've heard that before. But anyway, it's a sort of bolster lock. So it kind of does the whole bolster lock thing, but it kind of ruins the effect of it by having this whole part exposed, right? So it is a front flipper. Okay, so you got to have your hand low enough that you could, yeah. There you go. Comes out, and look at that, whippersnapper, right? I mean, similar blade, handle, I mean... It's different. I'm just saying it's similar. It's not a knockoff or anything. The ergos, wow, that is comfortable. Holy cow. Yeah, that feels really good in my hand. M390 blade. Has a sort of, looks like a mirrored edge on it. I don't know if that's from Jarrett. It feels sharp. Blade play. Again, we got a little bit there, so let's tighten her up. No play anymore. You do have speed holes, which worries me as a lefty because I had that Brian Brown knife, and man, my pinky went right through. Now, this one, it's not big enough that my pinky actually fits through, so I'm not going to lose a piece, which is nice. Lockup looks good. Let's check the drop. Man, these knives, you tighten them up. It does not matter. It does not matter at all. They're still going to drop shut. That's crazy. Right-handed reverse flick. I will say, I hate when a flipper tab is that big that it gets in your way when you're disengaging. You know what I mean? But let's try it lefty. All right, got to back up. See what I mean? And when you're engaging, it's like smacking me. So I got to be careful of where I flip it from. Ah, damn it. You have to get down here on the clip. See, that's what I'm talking about. I wish this bolster lock somehow had been all the way down, because then I could have done... Probably could sit up here, though. Yeah. But I don't... Man, I hate this tab. I really hate this tab. It keeps getting in my way. Jesus. So you have to be all the way down here to front flip it, and then you have to be, like, you know, all the way here to disengage it. And I don't know, it's just annoying to me. I don't want to have to constantly worry about where the tab is. Like, my natural grip is up here, but then I get hit with it, and it doesn't engage on the way. So it's a cool knife. I like it. I think for a righty, it would be definitely a cool offering. It'll kind of work left-handed. Thumb flick works. If you get used to the tab sort of being in the way everywhere, you know, you should be okay. You can't flick it from everywhere left-handed, but it's gorgeous. The blade feels excellent. You have a great, like, sheep's cliffy type thing, you know, normal kind of deal these days, what we love. Really sharp. It's a flat grind or whatever you want to call it, saber grind. I like it. M390. These are some cool knives for Megaron. If I had tried one of these before the Pagos, I mean, excuse me, to me, both of these are leaps and bounds ahead of the Pagos. That knife just had a lot of issues. If they would have dropped one of these first, man, this thing is fire. This thing's cool, but not for me, just because of the freaking tab that keeps wanting to smack me everywhere. But once you get used to it, it's fine. I just wish they had done an uncoated version. But those two Megarons are very nice, guys. So that's the Karaki and the Kyrix from Megaron. Then we have the 8015 MG from Demco Knives. We have the Tucson TS129. Yeah, off the top of my dome, people. We have the Kizer Delorme. Oof, Delorme. I like this thing, guys. I really like this thing. Let me slide everything up, because we got one more. I'll remember the name. Don't you worry. Tucson TS300 coming in. Seriously, if I had to rank how I liked the knives on the table, right? That's how we're doing it. First up, these two would be first. And they're both front flipper only. How crazy is that? I would probably take... the Kyrix third, right? Take the Kyrix third. So, I don't know what order I would do. I'd probably do the Karaki first, then the Delorme, then the Kyrix. Then the TS300. I do like this. I just don't like it as much as I thought I would. Yeah, and then I'd probably take the TS129. And then I'd take the strap lock 8015. How funny is that? The most expensive knife on the table probably is my least favorite. But that's just how it goes sometimes, guys. I really like this Delorme. I love a good reach around, and the action, I mean, it's just bananas. I need to get one of these. The ergos are fantastic. You get that fantastic Warncliffe blade. I mean, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? And then the Karaki, man. Holy bananas with the action on this thing. And you get S90V. I mean, I'd put these to the test, guys. I tighten those pivots down pretty tight. And they're freaking dropping. Kyrix is cool. Yeah, cool knives. Thank you, Jared. I really appreciate it. I don't have any stickers to show up, but you guys know Jared Neve. I'll link his channel below. Absolutely love the guy. He's an amazing dude. If for some reason when this video comes out, sorry, he's still doing the Mr. Amazing giveaway, go check that out. Go check out all the channels listed in that giveaway. It's just so amazing what Mr. Amazing is doing. He's giving away 3 top-tier knives. I mean, we're talking about a Hinderer with a custom scale, an Epic Shiro, and a freaking Rockstead button lock. All being given away just for you to check out more channels, and I was lucky enough to be one of those. So definitely check that giveaway out. Go check out all those channels. It'll be listed on Jared's video about the giveaway. If the giveaway's over, congratulations to the people who won. And thank you, Mr. Amazing. You are amazing. And so are you, Jared. You're a staple of the community and a good friend. I love you, buddy. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting the channel. It literally means the world. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, so I love you. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and I will catch you later.